What's up, my Fina loves? It's Miss Fina D coming to you all from V19 News. Sean Combs, known as Diddy, was arrested on Monday, according to a person with knowledge of the investigation. Now, Diddy's arrest comes amid a wave of lawsuits that were filed against him. Most of you are aware the alleged sexual assault lawsuit. We all saw the video with Cassie, and other people have come forward and also filed different lawsuits as well, including Don from Diddy King. So there's been a lot going on. Diddy been in Miami for a while, but he was cooperating with the FBI, so he even willingly, came to New York, hoping that his cooperation with them would have led to, him being able to go back to Miami and move on with his life. But it looks like after that raid at one of his mansions and the evidence and different things they were able to put together, it was enough evidence to get him arrested. Allegedly, Diddy was arrested in a lobby of a hotel in New York City, according to a representative. Diddy attorney did release a statement. We are disappointed with the decision to pursue what we believe is an unjust persecution of Mr. Combs by the U.S. Attorney's Office. Mr. Combs is an imperfect person, but is not a criminal. The statement continued. Mr. Combs has been nothing but cooperative with this investigation, and he voluntarily relocated to New York last week in anticipation of these charges. Please reserve your judgment until you have all of the facts. Like I said previously, he volunteered, he left Miami, he came, was cooperating, and like I said, they probably found enough to arrest him today. Diddy attorney continued, these are the acts of an innocent man with nothing to hide, and he looks forward to clearing his name in court. Basically, someone who's running and feels like they did something wrong or they're guilty, according to his attorney, wouldn't have voluntarily moved to New York anticipating these charges and wouldn't voluntarily be cooperating with the FBI to hopefully bring this to an end. But like I said, regardless of whatever his attorney had to say and how he's been cooperating and all of that, when they did that raid, allegedly, they probably found enough evidence for this to happen. But it's going to be a long process. So I'm going to continue to follow the story, and we shall see. Now, most of you are aware that the federal investigation was made public in March when federal agents executed a search warrant at his property in LA and Miami. And then investigators interviewed several people in relation to allegations of sex trafficking, sexual assault, and solicitation and distribution of illegal drugs and firearms. This comes days after Diddy's recent lawsuit from former Diddy King member Don and Diddy Dirty Money member Don, where she listed witnessing abuse and also being abused. There are a lot of things in Dawn's lawsuit that I cannot read because YouTube is very sensitive, but I am absolutely praying for Dawn. But I'm going to read this part right here because I think this part is okay to read. So Dawn included in her lawsuit that after the Soul Train Awards in Atlanta, November 2009, Diddy put her on his private jet and invited her to his home in New York. She said when she got to the after party at his home, she saw a lot of well-known celebrities at the after party openly doing drugs. Okay, I have to lower my voice on that part. She also said that Diddy also had arranged for dozens of young women and girls, okay, some whom appeared to be underage, to be transported to the party. The women arrived wearing little to no clothing and were given drugs and alcohol. Many of them appeared lethargic or passed out while Mr. Combs and his guests performed sexual acts on them. Okay, Dawn says she believed that her presence at the party was a test to see whether Mr. Combs could trust her. She said Diddy repeatedly said things like, "This is a buffet, enjoy yourself, this is what we do, this is how we party." And Dawn says she felt very shocked and horrified at the sight of Mr. Combs and his guests violating young women. She said that after witnessing that and was horrified, she asked Diddy assistant at the time to allow her to leave. Okay, and she was instructed to wait at least 15 minutes before leaving so that it didn't look suspicious, because basically she wasn't allowed to leave without Diddy knowing. And she said because of that, she started to feel trapped against her will and had a panic attack. Dawn said that she witnessed Diddy abuse Kim Porter and his ex Cassie. At one point, she saw Kim Porter leaving his recording studio in tears with injuries on her face. May Kim Porter's soul rest in peace. And then Dawn continued that she witnessed Diddy throwing his ex Cassie against a wall at his home in LA in 2009, followed by him choking her and dragging her up the stairs. He was high on drugs, okay? She continued another time that the rapper threw a hot pan of eggs at Cassie as he said, "I've been asking you for my ish. I can't stand you, B-word. You never do it right." Meaning Cassie was making him eggs. He did not like how she was making it, and he threw the hot pan at her. And remember, when Cassie filed her lawsuit, Diddy denied doing any and everything in the lawsuit. And then this video was released, seeing him doing exactly some of the things that Cassie described in her lawsuit. And you all remember, he released a statement apologizing, but before there were any evidence, he denied everything. Dawn said that when she tried to tell Cassie to leave, Diddy found out, screamed at her, and said, "Don't tell B-word what she needs to be doing. Just make money and shut the bleep up. I an artist. I shelf careers. You could be missing. You B-words want to die today?" Dawn said that she told her father, who confronted Diddy, and Diddy then responded to her dad, "Think about your daughter as well as think about your daughter's career." And as far as her music career goes, she accuses Diddy of exploiting her talent as a singer, withholding her earnings, stealing her copyrighted works, and subjecting her to inhumane working conditions, which included groping, assault, and false imprisonment. And she said that basically Diddy manipulated her by saying her submission to these circumstances was necessary for her career enhancement and telling her expectation was required of female artists to succeed in the music industry. She also mentioned her time on Making the Band, and she said that she felt threatened and intimidated by Diddy when he displayed aggressive behavior towards her and her bandmates. And basically, she accused him of denying her bandmates of basic needs like adequate food and sleep, and for demanding rehearsal schedule that went on for 36 to 48 hours straight without breaks. She accuses Diddy for not paying her for appearances that were required as part of a tour agreement. And she also said between 2009 and 2011, when rehearsing for Diddy Dirty Money's concert, Diddy ordered her to strip down to her underwear and called her degrading names in front of others. And she also said that there was a moment where he allegedly groped her and he tried to make advances at her, sexual advances at her, which made her feel uncomfortable. And then when she turned him down, he became aggressive, allegedly. And she said that the groping and unwanted sexual advances happened when she was changing in her dressing room. She said that whenever she would refuse Diddy advancement, he allegedly would remove her from songs, deny her parts of singing in songs, and turn off her microphone during performances in retaliation. Diddy and his attorney said that they are shocked and disappointed by the lawsuit and said that these claims are false and manufactured. Now, of course, we heard Diddy denied everything as related to Cassie lawsuit as well until we saw that video from the hotel. And then that's when, of course, it's on video. You can't deny it. So he released that video apologizing for his actions and all of that. Now, Diddy wasn't the only person that denied Dawn claims. Now, she was dropping names throughout her lawsuit. And she also dropped the name of her former bandmate, and her former bandmate released a statement. So let's get into it. I acknowledge the recent lawsuit filed, and then she listed Dawn's name, in which my name has been mentioned 33 times. While I fully respect Dawn's right to recount her experiences, I want to emphasize that her account reflects her personal perspective and should not be interpreted as a universal truth applicable to everyone involved. It's important to understand that while I was present in some of the same professional settings mentioned, many of the allegations and incidents described in the suit are not representative of my experiences, and some do not align with my own truth. Tony and I have always conducted ourselves with the highest level of professionalism and integrity. We were not involved in, nor were we aware of any behavior that could be considered abusive or unlawful. As this matter is now part of an ongoing legal process, I will refrain from discussing any specific details further. My focus continues to be on my family, my music, and my work, which I will pursue with the same dedication and positivity that have always guarded me. I trust that the legal system will handle this case with the fairness and thoroughness it requires, and I support any process that seeks to uncover the truth. Well, there you have it. I am praying for Dawn. I'm wishing all of you well, and take care. My loves, thank you all for your love and support. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and leave this video a thumbs up. Also, turn on notifications so when I do post, you're aware that I posted. And I will see you all in the comment section. Remember to always have the God bless attitude, which is being positive at all times and seeing the good in every situation. Have a great day, guys. God bless.